Hello, in this video we're gonna perform a game test between VIVO X200 FE and Huawei Pura 7G Pro. Okay, but before we start, let's open up the setting and let's make sure that we have the same settings enabled. I mean the refresh rate on both devices. We want to have the highest value possible, so in here let's select the screen refresh rate into high on our Huawei, so we'll have up to 120 Hz refresh rate, and now on the VIVO screen refresh rate, and also let's set it on high, and we will also have the up to 120 Hz refresh rate. Okay. Also, both phones have the game center plugged into their memory. I mean, we have a game mode, we can say it in that way, and we'll also turn it on both devices. So for this test I'm going to be using the Asphalt game, and we'll see the results. So and I'll show you and I'll tell you which phone is simply better, or are there any differences. So let's go straight into our game. Okay, so let's begin with the VIVO. I just launched the Asphalt game. Also on the left side next to the camera you can see the numbers, that is our FPS. I just downloaded the app to show you that, so it can display the FPS on the screen. Also, when we perform that move, our game center pops out. So let's click on performance first. Let's make sure that we have the boost mode enabled. In here you can also see the usage of the CPU and the GPU and the FPS, but we won't be able to monitor FPS real time, because only when I click out of the menu the FPS won't show. Let's also make sure that refresh rate is enabled on high level. And that is why I downloaded the FPS meter on this phone, so we can see the FPS. Okay, now let's also open up the settings, and let's make sure that on both devices we'll have the same graphics settings. So let's set it on the graphics. Let's set the frame rate into 90, which is the maximum value, and let's select the performance mode. So let's select the performance, 90 FPS, and let's go with all of the other options into lowest. Let's do it in that way, and we will have the same graphic settings on both devices. So let's keep it in that way. Frame rate 90. Okay, and now let's start a race. So let's go back from here. Let's open it up. Let's click on play. Let's select the race. Okay, there's some kind of tutorial. I don't want that. I just want to play. Okay, click on next, select your car, and let's see how this phone will handle in the game. Okay. So as you can see, we have still stable 90 FPS, and I think it will be stable 90 FPS in case of that VIVO. Okay, you might not see the refresh rate right now on the screen, but when I'm looking on the screen I can see it, and it's really smooth. A smooth video, smooth resolution, and it's really fun to play. Also, it is really smooth when it comes to the refresh rate. It really looks pretty nice. Also, the phone isn't that big, and when it comes to to playing, it's really comfortable to click all of the icons. So you can see that still we have 90 FPS in both cases. Also, in here sometimes we might have drops, but you can see that it went to 70, then went above 90. So when it comes to that, we still have a 90 FPS. Maybe let's try with another race. So let's open it up. Okay, let's start another race. Okay, let's click on play and let's see if we still have 90 FPS. Okay, the game starts. And now we are ready to play. And still we have 90 FPS. The game runs really smooth. So let me finish up the race. And I think that still we will have stable 90 FPS. But let's finish the race first. Also, I'll grab the phone just to find out what is the temperature of the device. Also, I'll open up the game menu right now. You can see the usage of the GPU and the CPU. Same thing with the FPS. And you can see that we have stable 90 FPS. And also the usage of the CPU isn't that big, but the GPU is a little bit more, around 90%. Okay, when it comes to the temperature of the device, when I'm holding it, when I can place my hand on the back of the phone and it's not even warm, it's completely cold, so maybe after a while it will get heated up, but for now it's pretty cold. You can place your hand and nothing happens, you won't burn your hand. Okay, so that was the VIVO, and now let me go with the Huawei. Okay, so we are back in the game. Now we are on the Huawei. Let's open up the settings just to show that I have the same settings as set. So let's open up the graphic settings. Oh, actually it changed, so let's select the performance, 90 FPS frame rate, and in here let's select the each option on the lowest value. Okay, that's all. Okay, 90. Unfortunately, on the Huawei, I don't have possibility to download the FPS meter. It's really weird, but there are no available apps for it. Also, let's open up the Game Center. Let's click on that. And now, the game acceleration has been enabled, and also the interrupted gaming. So, we have the best gaming options. Let's click on play. Also in here, and let's start a race. In here we won't see the FPS, but we will also check the temperature, and I will see it if there will be lower FPS than in comparison to the VIVO, so I'll tell you, are there any differences. You might also see it on the screen, simply. But I think it will be completely the same. Okay, so again we have our race. The same race, so let's go and win it. Okay, when I take a first look, I can tell that again we have 90 FPS. The game is really smooth, and there are no differences between those phones. The game runs in the best way on both devices. So when it comes to the gaming, you can use both phones. And when it comes to the graphics, the judgment is up to you. You can say for yourself which one looks better to you. But when it comes to the FPS, but also you check the temperature. Let's take another race. Let's click on next. But I think that it will be practically the same. So let's start another race, just like we did on the VIVO. Okay, next race, let's select it, and let's click on play. And then I'll also grab my phone to check the temperature. Of course, everything can depend on the game that you're playing. For example, maybe in the PUBG you will have a lower FPS than in the Asphalt, because you know, the PUBG provides you you know, a big map, a lot of players at the same time, and maybe better graphics. So everything can depend from the game. And remember that also in the PUBG you can adjust more graphic settings, so everything also depends on the game. When it comes to the Asphalt that I just downloaded on both devices, it works pretty fine. 90 FPS, stable. The VIVO doesn't get heated up. And we will also see the temperature after we finish this race. Also, when it comes to the size of those phones, the Huawei is a little bit bigger than the VIVO. So for someone who has smaller hands, it might be less comfortable to play on this device, but both devices are comfortable to play. Okay, we just won the race. We still have our smooth gameplay, smooth FPS, stable FPS. And now let me only grab the phone to check if it's hot, but I think that, yeah, just like the VIVO, it's completely cold, so it doesn't get heated up that quick. Maybe later when you're playing for, I don't know, at least an hour in the game like PUBG or, I don't know, Call of Duty mobile, it will get more heated up, but currently it's completely cold. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.